Welcome back to another Penrite Insight. I'm joined by Al McVeigh, Car 26 race engineer today. So Al, we've had contact with the wall in practice one. Bit of a setback, but nothing we can't recover from.
Yeah, obviously less than ideal, but drivers are pushing the limits early in practice, trying to explore what they can and can't do. He knew he had a little deficit to the leading cars, so he was trying to find a little bit more. It's a very hot, windy day. Just pushed a little too far and had to replace a few bits for the second practice session. But the boys hooked in, got it done, back out in time for practice 2, no worries.
Yeah, not too much stress in the end.
No, we had a nice gap between the sessions, so we didn't have to go too hard at it. Just took our time, got it right. Got it back out.
Yeah, cool. On to Saturday and straight into quali. Reasonable session, just scraped into the 10, and then a really good shootout.
Yep, yeah, exactly. We did just scrape into the 10. I think Matty Payne sort of half helped us out there. We'd aborted our last run. We were a bit down. Gave Matty a tow, and then Matty obviously felt bad for us that we were on the bubble and about to get knocked out of the shootout and put it in the gravel trap. So that kept us in there, and like this game is, the smallest of margins can mean the biggest differences. In the shootout, Rick did a really good lap, moved himself up to 5th on the grid, and from there drove a really solid race to finish 4th. Gave us really good learnings for the next day, but just shows how tight the game is. If Matty finishes that lap, which is 11th in qualifying, it's hard for us to finish 4th from there, so tiniest of margins in this game.
Yep. Yeah, terrific to see Richie achieve that kind of result on his first race back in the full site in the series.
Absolutely, I was kind of surprised when he came in after the race and goes, "Oh, that's the best solo result I've ever had in my career." That to me, that was just a starting point for us. So to knock that off straight away was great.
Yeah. So Sunday morning quali, not the best outcome, P15, and then so obviously not the best start in the middle of the pack. Bit of start line shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly. We started off Sunday with a few small changes to the car, looking to make some improvements. Track conditions were vastly different to the rest of the weekend. Didn't optimise the tyre temperatures, tyre pressures very well. So we were getting right on the bubble of making the top 10. In this case, we were a 10th the wrong side of it, so that put us 15th. So tough day from there. Obviously, like you say, from 15th, you were right smack bang in the middle of the pack. Richie had a good start, was working his way through the middle of a couple of cars, and Cam Hill cut across the front of him. And so Richie had to brake, take avoiding action, so any gains we were going to make off the start got lost. So he's basically still in 15th at the end of the first lap and stuck behind a couple of cars that ideally we didn't want to be. So with the way the race goes from there, by the time we hit the start of the pit stop sequence, 3 or 4 laps into the race, we're already 10 seconds behind the guys we were racing the day before, and you sort of can't make that kind of time gain up over a race distance as short as that race was. So from there, you basically just spend your time. We ran a bit longer in the first stint, probably 2 or 3 laps longer than we normally would, just trying to potentially jag a full course yellow or a safety car to really vault us forward. That didn't come, so we reverted back to normal strategy. Fast middle stint, able to move forward, pitted for the last stop, again moving forward. Came straight up to the back of Will Davison, but unfortunately couldn't quite find a way past. I think we were struggling a little bit on the weekend with braking confidence and braking performance, so having the confidence to fire it up the inside of someone we hadn't really got on top of. And Richie was trying to make sure he didn't do anything stupid, wanted to bring it home. The difference between 10th and 11th is 6 points. The difference between 11th and 24th is 60 odd, so the cost benefit analysis was keep it simple. He did that well, so finished up 11th, probably potential there for maybe a 9th, but to be better than that, we needed to qualify a lot better.
Thanks for joining us on another Penrite Insight, and tune in for our next episode where we preview Albert Park Grand Prix.